Hey, thanks for checking out fantasyomatic.com. Let me just give you a quick tour of what you'll find on the site. First of all, you can find out a description of what is the Fantasy-O-Matic. The O-Matic Fantasy Prognosticator is a proprietary database system that evaluates strength of schedule. And if you want more details on how deep this goes, check out the What is O-Matic page on the website. And then, every week throughout the fantasy season, you'll get updated ranks for all of the positions and their fantasy points against. This will be updated weekly throughout the fantasy season and the fantasy playoffs. On the home page, you can also see that there'll be constant features all throughout the season, profiling very interesting trends or updates and information based on fantasy strength of schedule. You'll also see ranks. Every week, the new updated ranks will be posted. The top 10 quarterbacks, top 10 running backs, top 10 wide receivers, and so on. Even information on defenses. And the archives for all the different weeks will be posted as well. Throughout the course of the fantasy season and the preseason, you'll see all sorts of fantasy news. Not only is it fantasy news, but fantasy slant as far as the O-Matic is concerned. And finally, stay up to date on the latest trends with RotoWorld and the RotoWorld ticker. And if you're interested, you can also check out Fantasy O-Matic on Twitter, where you'll see updates of all the new feature postings and all the fantasy news. So please check back when the new beta site is launched, and then when the fantasy season, we'll have tons of information for you for fantasy draft all throughout the fantasy season and the fantasy playoffs, and we'll guarantee you'll have the best fantasy season you've ever had. Thanks for checking out the fantasyomatic.com.